In this video we are going to talk about 16 dividend stocks. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 16. Roper Technologies. Roper Technologies, ROP, is a company that makes medical and scientific imaging equipment, RF technology and software, and energy systems and controls. It has been profitable for almost 30 years now. The most recent increase was 10.2% in November 2021 to 62 cents per share. Roper's dividend has been boosted by acquisitions, organic growth, and higher profitability. While the yield is low, patient investors have learned to appreciate ROP's regular dividend growth. Number 15. Ecolab. Ecolab, ECL, delivers industrial-scale water treatment and maintenance services to industries like food, healthcare, and oil and gas. Its devices help optimize anything from offshore oil production to commercial laundries. When energy corporations cut spending, for example, Ecolab's fortunes can suffer. Over time though, this Dividend Aristocrat's shares have proven profitable. The stock has outperformed the market for 5, 10, and 15 years. That's thanks to 30 years of dividend growth. In December 2021, ECL increased their quarterly dividend by 6% to 51 cents per share. Number 14. Linde. On December 31, 2018, Linde, LIN, finalized its merger with Praxair, PXAR, which was added to the list of the S&Amp wink with tongue sticking out 500's best dividend stocks for income growth in January 2018. Linde-$90 Praxair's billion merger produced the world's largest industrial gas firm. Before the merger, Praxair increased its dividend for 25 years in a row, and the combined business continues to do so. Linde, currently based in Dublin, has increased its dividend every year since 2014. Linde's most recent increase was 10% in February 2022, to $1.17 per share. An additional $10 billion in share repurchases was authorized. Linde should have enough free cash flow after debt service payments to keep growing its dividend. Number 13. A.O. Smith. A.O. Smith, AOS, a manufacturer of commercial and residential water heaters, joined the Dividend Aristocrats in 2018. In October 2021, it announced a 7.7% quarterly increase to 28 cents per share. The industrial firm had raised dividends for 29 years in a row. As a result, AOS's dividend has grown by over 17% over the last 5 years. The 5-year annualized dividend growth rate is 158%. With ample free cash flow and a below-average payout ratio, investors can count on AOS to keep the dividend increases coming. Number 12. Chubb. The Dividend Aristocrats now include Chubb, CB. In February 2022, an increase of 3.8% to 83 cents per share was made every quarter. Chubb has now grown its dividend for 29 years in a row. Chubb is the world's largest publicly traded property and casualty insurer, with operations in 54 countries. It's not the most fascinating topic at dinner, but it's profitable and pays a dividend. And Chubb's consistent dividend hikes add up. The insurer's 20-year annualized dividend growth rate is 134%. Number 11. West Pharmaceutical Services. WST was added to the Dividend Aristocrats in January 2021 for its nearly 3-decade annual increase streak. WST manufactures packaging components and delivery systems for injectable drugs and other medical products. Bulls note that demand for COVID-19 vaccines is driving product demand. A strong pipeline should promote long-term growth in the biopharmaceutical sector. The firm last increased the dividend in October 2021, increasing it by 5.9% to 18 cents per share. Ample free cash flow and a low payout ratio should ensure annual dividend increases. Number 10. People's United Financial. This PBC Trust, PBCT, is an unusual bank bet in this dividend stock portfolio. The regional bank has over $63 billion in assets, and over 400 branches across Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. The venerable New England institution began in 1842. In February 2021, M&Amp, T-Bank, MTB, agreed to buy People's United Financial for $7.6 billion in an all-stock deal. It's unclear if M&Amp, T will replace PBCT as a dividend aristocrat. PBCT increased its quarterly dividend from 17.75 cents to 18.25 cents in April 2021. Number 9. New Aristocrat, Brown & Amp, Brown. Brown & Amp, Brown, BRO, which provides insurance brokerage services to both corporations and consumers, was added to the S&P 500 in 2021. Including BRO in the key benchmark for U.S. equity performance benefited long-term dividend growth investors. Thanks to a nearly 3-decade dividend increase run, it will join the elite list of stock income stalwarts in 2022. BRO's most recent raise was announced in October, bringing the quarterly payment up 10.8% to 10.25 cents. Number 8. Essex Property Trust. Essex Property Trust, ESS, is a dividend aristocrat that invests in flats mostly on the West Coast. Since its IPO in 1994, the REIT has increased its payments. ESS increased the quarterly dividend by 5.3% to $2.20 per share in February 2022. Essex has a 10-year dividend growth rate of 101% as a result of consistent and significant dividend increases. Over a 20-year period, its annualized dividend growth rate is approximately 200%. Number 7. Albemarle. Albemarle, ALB, which manufactures specialty chemicals such as lithium, increased its quarterly dividend by 1.3% in February 2022 to 39.5 cents per share. Albemarle's chemicals are used in industries ranging from clean fuel technologies to pharmaceuticals to fire safety. But the bull case is all about lithium. CFRA research, we believe there is more upside risk for this trend to accelerate under a blue wave in the US, says CFRA research. Number 6. Realty Income. Realty Income, is a reliable income investment, but it has additional feature that may appeal to some income investors. Realty Income is a monthly dividend stock rarity. The company has over 6,700 commercial buildings leased to over 630 tenants in 58 industries, including Walgreens, WBA, 7-Eleven, FedEx, FDX, and Dollar General DG. The long-term nature of Realty Income's leases ensures dependable cash flow. Since 1994, the company's dividend has grown by 4.3% annually. Number 5. Expeditors International of Washington. The aristocrats now include Expeditors International of Washington, EXPD. The logistics firm last increased its semi-annual dividend in May 2021 from 52 cents to 58 cents. The transportation firm has had a tough few years. During the previous administration, trade disputes between the US and China harmed EXPD. It has now affected airfreight tonnage and ocean container shipping. Throughout it all, EXPD has maintained its semi-annual dividend, which it has increased for over a quarter century. A low payout ratio should help Expeditors keep its streak going and keep its spot among the finest dividend stocks. Number 4. Caterpillar. Caterpillar, CAT, a world leader in heavy construction and mining equipment, joined the dividend aristocrats in January 2019. CAT has increased its dividend payout every year for 27 years, starting in 1933. In June 2021, the firm increased the dividend by 8% to $1.11 per quarter. CAT has plenty of free cash flow to fund its dividend. CAT reported $3.3 billion in free cash flow after debt payments and $2.3 billion in dividends for the year ending September 30, 2021. Number 3. Nextera Energy. Nextera Energy, NEE, joined the aristocrats recently. In January 2021, the utility joined the select group of dividend growers. Florida Power & Amp, Light, FPL, is Florida's largest electric provider, while Nextera Energy Resources is a key wind and solar energy operator. In addition, analysts admire the company's fast-growing renewable energy segment. Population increases and the Biden administration's emphasis on renewable energy should help the corporation. In February 2022, the company increased its quarterly dividend by 10.1% to 42.5 cents per share. Number 2. International Business Machines. IBM, a Dow Jones Industrial Average component, isn't quite as prominent as it once was. The company's revenue has been going down for more than a decade because it hasn't been a leader in important areas like social, mobile, analytics, and cloud infrastructure. In January 2021, Big Blue became a member of the Dividend Aristocrats. Even though it has some flaws, Big Blue has been a dividend staple. For the 26th straight year, IBM increased the quarterly dividend to $1.64 per share in April 2021. Since 1916, IBM has paid quarterly dividends. Because the company has the money to keep growing, this is a quality that the best dividend stocks have, which is important. Number 1. Church & Amp, Dwight. Many retail investors may not be familiar with Church & Amp, Dwight CHD, but they are familiar with its products. Among its dozens of household brands are Arm & Amp, Hammer, OxyClean, and Waterpik. It was formed in 1846 and is now the main U.S. producer of baking soda. Its stock was added to the S&P 500 in 2015. The most recent increase in January 2021 was 5.2% to 25.25 cents per share. In 2022, CHD joined the Dividend Aristocrats for the 25th consecutive annual dividend increase. What do you think about our video? Please let us know in the comments area below. If you enjoyed this video and would want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.